Morbid Facts, Part 501. In 1998, Lenny Dieriksen was eating breakfast with his 19-year-old son when a stranger suddenly showed up at their Oklahoma farm. Lenny went out and spoke with the man for several minutes, before coming back inside and telling his son that the man wanted to look at one of his stud horses. But after leaving his home in the man's truck, Lenny never returned. He was apparently seen having lunch with the stranger at a local coffee shop a few hours later, but the trail went cold as the stud horse that Lenny mentioned was never visited that day. 6 months later, someone called 911 claiming he saw Lenny at a local bar, but he was gone before police could get there. The case remains unsolved to this day. In New Brunswick, Canada in 2013, 2 little boys were strangled to death by a 100-pound python while at a sleepover at their friend's house. The snake apparently snuck into the apartment through a vent connected to a pet shop below the boys' room. Experts claimed it's highly unlikely for a python to just go on a human killing spree, but the boys had gone to a petting zoo earlier in the day, so they may have smelled like food to the snake. The snake was euthanized, and the snake's owner was eventually found not guilty of negligent homicide. Morbid Facts, Part 399. Lead singer of the Ramones, Joey Ramone, was born with a parasitic twin growing out of his back that was later removed through surgery. Joey was also diagnosed with OCD, schizophrenia, and Marfan syndrome, resulting in his frail health and striking physique. On the day of his assassination, at least 9 of JFK's Secret Service agents were recovering from an all-night bender that ended at 5 a.m. Their hangovers combined with sleep deprivation may have played a crucial role in the agents' inabilities to respond after the first shot. When 13-year-old Noah Crooks called 911 after murdering his mother, he told the operator, "I tried to grape her, but I couldn't do it." When 1930s musician Ross Colombo was accidentally shot and killed by his best friend, his siblings went to great lengths to hide the news from his mother, who suffered from a serious heart condition. They wrote fake letters to her and played records to simulate his radio show. This continued on for a decade until she passed away in 1944. Morbid Facts, Part 208. Just last month, Sheldon Johnson went on the Joe Rogan Experience to tell the story of how he turned his life around after serving 25 years in prison for a minor offense. The same guy was arrested earlier this week for allegedly murdering a man and storing his head in the freezer. In 2017, a group of Maryland college students consumed so much alcohol at a house party that the air in the house registered a reading of .01 on a breathalyzer. In 2003, 2 Australian teens spent 22 hours in a tree above rising floodwaters after a crocodile killed their friend and showed off the boy's body to them. The 13-foot croc then stalked them in the tree all night long until a helicopter finally rescued them the next day. In 1968 Vietnam, Marines William Cox and James Hollingsworth met in a bunker where they vowed to reconnect every New Year's Eve if they survived. The tradition persisted for an incredible 5 decades until Sergeant Hollingsworth sadly passed away. This photo shows Sergeant Cox faithfully standing guard for his comrade one last time.